Can Hoai Ca and Hùng overcome the challenges in their tough life to give Tony a real home? Hoai Ca and Hùng look at their child not just as a choice for a nice outfit, but as a symbol of hope for a brighter future for their little one. Life has never been easy, but moments like this remind them that as long as the family is together, any difficulty can be overcome. Even though it's just the first steps into the new school year for Hoai Ca and Hùng, it's a preparation for a journey filled with love, showing Tony that no matter what happens, family will always be the safe place full of love and warmth. Winter is coming. The air is crisp but slightly chilly, signaling the harsh cold season ahead. Hoai Ca and Hùng stand in the store, picking out warm clothes for their little son. The surroundings are all covered in the chill of winter, but their eyes are warm, full of care. Hoai Ca carefully examines each piece of clothing on the rack, thoughtfully choosing items for her son. She feels each garment, imagining what her child will look like wearing them. Her hands tremble slightly as she picks up a wool sweater, but in her heart, she feels at peace, thinking about how the family will be warmer during the cold days ahead. Hùng stands beside her, occasionally picking up an item, nodding in agreement with every choice she makes. He feels her concern, not just about the winter, but about all the challenges they face. Hùng says nothing quietly, helping her put the items in the cart. When Hoai Ca sees her son try on the new clothes, her eyes light up and joy shines on her face. The little boy looks at her smiling happily. Though these are just small moments in life to Hoai Ca, they are precious, simple joys that she has always longed for. When her son finishes trying on the shoes, Hoai Ca looks at him again, feeling warmer than ever. Hùng looks at her, offering a soft, comforting smile. The clothes aren't just for warmth. They're a sign of care, a loving gesture he offers to a small family. In those brief moments, Hoai Ca realizes that in a life full of difficulties, the most important thing is having a partner like Hùng, someone who always worries, cares, and shares every burden with her. They don't just care for their child, they care for each other, preparing together for the challenges ahead. As the sunset descends, Hoai Ca can't help but feel a sense of worry in her heart. She often thinks about Hung's job, a job that she knows isn't easy. Recently, he started working in a unit that deals with dangerous cases, and Hoai Ca can't shake off her anxiety every time he leaves for work. The calls from his colleagues, the times he leaves early and comes home late, all of these make her even more unsettled. Hùng always tries not to let Hoai Ca worry, but she knows that his work isn't just about routine investigations. It's about criminal cases that could put his life in danger. She doesn't want to add to his stress, but in the late night hours, when he's out working and she's left alone, she can't help but think about the risks he might be facing. The image of him confronting criminals and dealing with high-pressure situations always fills her with unease. Hoai Ca knows that Hùng works for their family's future to give her and their child a better life. But every time he walks out the door, her heart tightens. She can't help but imagine the dangerous situations he might face every day. The dark roads, the unpredictable confrontations. All of this creates an invisible worry she can't fully share with him. In the quiet moments, when only the wind can be heard blowing through the window, Hoai Ca often wonders if there's anything she can do to ease this anxiety. She doesn't want to burden Hùng, but deep down, she can't help but worry about him, about the dangers his job brings. When he talks about his work, about the cases he has to handle, Hoai Ca listens, understands. But the worry never fades. Even though she knows Hùng is strong and capable of handling any situation, a woman's heart always feels uneasy when the person she loves is facing danger. She understands that this is the job he's chosen, the mission he has to fulfill, but she can't stop worrying. Every day, she hopes he'll come home safe with nothing bad happening. That feeling, though, familiar to the wives and loved ones of people who work in dangerous jobs, always lingers in Hoai Ca's heart, like an obsession that never truly leaves her. Despite the worries in her heart, Hoai Ca can't deny that in the toughest moments, it's Hung's care that keeps her grounded. He always finds ways to make her feel at ease, quietly doing things that no one else sees, just to protect their family from the worries and challenges. When he's not working, Hùng often helps her take care of the house, worries about their little son, or simply spends time with her, tidying up, preparing for the cold days ahead. He always tries to reassure her, even though he can't completely ease her anxiety. These small gestures, these gentle words, full of care, are how Hùng compensates for the worries in her heart. Every time Hoai Ca sees Hùng come home from work, exhausted and stressed, she feels a sense of relief. But the fear never truly fades. Hùng is a strong man, but every time she watches him leave for work, her heart fills with fear, as if each step he takes is a journey full of danger. She knows his work is for the family, but she can't shake the deep fear within her. Hoai Ca can't share all her thoughts with him because she doesn't want to add to his stress. She understands that he needs her support, her love to stand strong in the face of the challenges at work. However, when night falls and Hùng hasn't returned, she can't stop her worries from rising. Hùng never knows about the long nights Hoai Ca spends battling her thoughts about his job. She tries to sleep, but the image of him facing dangerous situations and criminals is always in her mind. She can only pray that he will return safely every time he leaves, that he will overcome all the dangers without getting hurt. Even though she knows that Hung's job is unavoidable, Hoai Ca can't suppress the worry. The peaceful moments they share in their home become more precious than ever. She not only wants him to come back safe, but also hopes they will face all the challenges together, not just in work, but in their family life as well. Gradually, Hoai Ca realizes that no matter how dangerous Hung's job is, as long as they have each other, everything will be okay. She begins to learn to live with these worries as an inseparable part of her life. And even though she can't stop worrying, she knows that the love, care, and small acts of kindness from Hùng are the strength that helps her overcome every hardship. Although Hoai Ca and Hung's life is gradually becoming more stable, the worries never leave them. Hùng works in a dangerous environment, and even though Hoai Ca is used to his job, she can't stop worrying every time he leaves. When Hùng has to leave early or come home late, Hoai Ca faces long nights on her own without him by her side. The emptiness and loneliness sometimes make her feel weak. Every time she looks at their little boy playing in the house, Hoai Ca tells herself that she must be strong for him. She doesn't want her child to grow up in a family lacking love. Hùng has always been her strong support, but when he's away, she becomes the one to carry everything. Still, she can't stop worrying about the future and Hung's safety as he faces dangers in his job. As each day passes, Hoai Ca understands more and more, that life isn't just about peaceful moments, but also about constant challenges. Even when she feels exhausted, she knows she can't give up because she has a family to protect. Hùng is a strong man, but he also needs her support and love. Hoai Ca knows that no matter how dangerous Hung's work is, they have to face it together. No matter how many difficulties lie ahead, they will always stand by each other, facing every challenge together. Life isn't always easy, but with love and unity, any difficulty can be overcome. Hoai Ca will never forget the early days when she and Hùng met. The tough times, when they had nothing but their love kept them strong. They once dreamed of a warm home, a bright future, and now looking back, they realize that everything is achievable if they are persistent and never give up. Their future is still long, and no matter what challenges lie ahead, Hoai Ca believes that as long as they walk together, nothing is impossible. Every day, every step they take is an important mark in their journey of building a family and creating a better life for themselves and their child. They will never let worries and fears defeat their love and connection. With love and understanding, Hoai Ca and Hùng will continue to write their own story, a story of love, sacrifice, and the determination to never give up.